Okay, hey. So I wanted to come and just talk for a second to just get this flow out so that I can make my videos in the structure that I want to give, right? Today is all about communication. That's the theme that I keep thinking about. Mercury energy, right? Communication isn't something that just happens internally. That's more of the thinking space, the holding space. You can communicate with yourself or whatever self is inside of you. There can be communication there. But most of the time, when we think about communication, it's happening to things external from us, whether it's with other people, um, animals, objects, experiences. We're communicating, and communication is nothing but a form of expressing. So, even in how you dress, that's communicating. How you act is a form of communication. And I'm thinking about communication as like the string that ties all things together. There's this hidden thread that weaves through life, and it starts to connect all of your experiences, all of the pieces together in how you communicate and how you express and how you explore the world. So when you're communicating today, in the future, whatever, whenever you see this, think about what you want to express, what you're trying to share with the world or even with yourself about who you are. When you're communicating from a place of who you are and not who you're trying to defend or protect, that communication is going to feel a little bit different. It's going to come out in a different kind of way. It's going to feel more aligned. There's so many robins around. Birds are beautiful communicators. You can look at them to see how they share their song. And that's all communication really is at the end of the day, how you share your song. I didn't really want to say much about communication other than when you do it, when you speak, when you express, when you act. Try your best to do it from a place that is true to who you are. Even if who you are is who you want to be, take that second and think, is this me? Does me saying this serve me? Sometimes, yeah, there will be communication that is more forceful and strong and might be opposing to others, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't serve you if you're meant to say it. Sometimes you need to say those spunky conversations, and there might be a few nasty words that others don't like, but your words are not here for people to just like because they're supposed to. If someone likes your words, they'll like them because they're aligned to them or they feel called to them, not because you put on a show to perform them for them. That is what an actor is. And there is a place in this world for actors in order to share stories of others. And the best actors can connect emotionally with their communication to that story and that character as they're sharing it. But it, again, is a character. Doesn't mean that they didn't tap into a place inside of themselves where they learned how to feel and align with that character, but it's still putting on a show. So it brings a question up. Are you performing a character in your communication style, in who you are? Are you trying to be someone else? Or are you being yourself? I understand different situations might call for different types of communication, but that doesn't mean losing your own authenticity. And now you're a liar, and not a liar to other people, but a liar to yourself. That's a hard one to sit with all the time. You have to ask yourself if it's worth it to communicate falsely. The time that we're in and the energy that is rampant and bubbling and boiling and flowing, you can feel it in the wind, is all about being authentic to your communication. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, even if it isolates you from certain, groups, norms, situations that you were comfortable in or you wanted to stay in, you have to ask yourself, if staying in this situation, group, or relationship means unauthentically communicating who I am, is it really something that's serving me or just serving what I think that I need? It's a good question to ask about communication when you're speaking or sharing or creating and expressing yourself. Are you doing it for you? Are you doing it for someone else? Just ask yourself today. Before you communicate in any way, am I dressing how I want to dress because it's what feels aligned to me? It makes me feel in bliss. Did I say what I wanted to say to that person because it made me feel in bliss, or because I wanted to get a particular response from them, or even I didn't want to get a particular response? I wanted to keep the peace or the status quo, say the right thing. That's a really interesting sentence, saying the right thing. Can you really ever say the right thing to everyone? I mean, you can try. This world is about experimenting and exploring, so go knock yourself out. But a lot of people have their own definition of what is right to them, and you might not even know what's right to someone else because that might be something that they hold internally and don't share. And what they do share, it could be a false communication just to keep the peace or to fit in. You never know. So instead of playing the game of trying to assume everything, which in my mind is just projecting either your own take or your collection of data that you've acquired over your life on how people behave, just communicate how you want to, what's right for you. Communicate your truth. And then see what aligns and see what falls away. And then you don't have to worry because it's all you. It's all you at the end of the day. There's nothing false in there. All the false always falls away. It always does. That's the gift of space and time. Nothing can hide forever. No matter how good it is at hiding, it can't do it forever. So communicate freely, communicate truly, and live authentically in your communication. Communication is pure, and it's a gift of expression. So give it wisely. It's your choice. It's your right. Communicate today. Love you.